everyone, and welcome back. I'm T and Eagle. This is episode 3 of our Cardiff City career mode. If you haven't already, please make sure you're following on Twitter at B12T and Eagle, and we will see if we can get things going against Middlesbrough. If you're enjoying this series, please remember to like, comment, subscribe. We love to see those thumbs up, and it does help us out quite a bit. So let's get into some action here against Middlesbrough. And if you watch the first couple episodes, you know, we're doing okay. And right now, I think our main concern is probably finding someone either to go in and maybe spell Kenwyne Jones, or just find a new striker altogether, because Kenwyne Jones is struggling, I would say, quite a bit. But you can see here, kind of before halftime, you know, it's 36 minutes, not a lot going on in the first half. And then here in the second half, Middlesbrough gets in there, they head it in, and then this is a foul. It's a penalty. Okay, so it is what it is. We're, you know, it's 0-0, and now it's not. It's, I don't know. The defender was kind of going over there, going up for the ball, but in any event, it was called a foul or called a penalty. What can you do? You know, if it had gone the other way, I'm sure I would have thought it was definitely a penalty, but in that instance, I really did not. But we were down 1-0 in the 60th minute, and, you know, that's fine. Now we just need to get things going. I think the biggest thing right now I'm struggling with is you know, possession and just being able to pass the ball around. But, you know, you don't have to do that a whole lot when you have guys that can hit shots like that. That was a tremendous shot, and that was left-footed from Noon. And look at this on the replay. Just a laser. The keeper really had no chance. And, you know, I know it's kind of right off a kickoff, but what a shot. I mean, what can you say? It was like, we'll take it, you know, and that will square us up at one apiece. And then here is Noon again, gets a nice pass on the break, and we pick up a penalty. And quite honestly, I'm not sure that should have been a penalty. Kind of looked like he went down rather Robin-esque, so to speak. But we'll take it. You know, you can see the big pull there on the shirt. But there's what really sent him was the shoulder block. And, you know, I can kind of see where that could be a penalty. But we'll take it. So now that puts us up 2-1 here in the 72nd minute. And actually pretty nice comeback to get to that point based on how we were playing prior. But here Whittingham's going to get in. He sends it into Kenwyne Jones, and here's the guy we were talking about. Need to see more balls going into the back of the net from Mr. Jones, and he does indeed get that one. A very nice one-time finish with his left foot. And that will put us up 3-1. So for a game that was not looking very good, just based on how it was playing out, we'll take it. And then here, right as the game is ending, and I mean right as the game is ending, we're talking mere seconds, we pick up an injury, and a play was stopped for us to make a substitution, which we do. And then as soon as play resumes, game's over. So, you know, number one, it's like, okay, if you're going to blow the whistle, then just wait 2 seconds and then blow the whistle, and then the game's over. But the next thing is, okay, how badly is he injured? And let's hope that it's not, you know, for multiple games. But we get out of Middlesbrough with a 3-1 victory, and that is indeed pretty exciting for us as we try to move forward with Cardiff City. And, you know, we're going to go in and look at some of the emails about some of the guys that our scouts had sent in to us, and we're gonna see what we can do. But here's one that was intriguing. 22 years old, Mamadou Kone, and I say intriguing because he is, you know, a striker, and he seems to be the opposite of Kenwyne Jones, where Kenwyne is very big and strong. This guy, just from the numbers that you can get on a preliminary basis, is not that big, and he's not that slow. This guy is a lightning bolt. So even without going in and seeing what the rest of his attributes are, we may be able to sign him and see what we can do. And here's another guy that is also very quick, and he is also young at 21 years old. But we'll kind of look at him. That may be a little bit out of our price range. I'm not sure I want to spend 2.6 million, especially on an unknown player that we haven't yet scouted. So we may get some more information on him. But we'll go in and we'll take a look at what we need to do, and we'll switch out Gunnarsson with his injury, and hopefully going forward we won't lose him for too long before going into the next game. But again, as the way I do the career, I don't really go and look on any of the sites that kind of give you the career growth information. So this is all kind of fly by the seat of your pants type thing. So, some of these guys that I signed, they may be horrible signings. I'm not sure. I would say, it's probably better to maybe scout them first before we sign them. But we'll see. We'll see what we do there with Kone as we move in here now with the transfer window coming to a close. And then we'll go in and see that we did indeed get the contract offer on Mamadou Kone, and we have accepted everything, and now we're just going in and trying to get everything settled with him on a personal basis, and hopefully he will be able to come in and make quite an impact. I don't believe he's going to overtake Kenwin as a starter, but he may be somebody that we can bring in if we need to, or maybe in some cases maybe give him the spot start to where he can start, maybe get us out there quickly, and then we can bring in Kenwin to kind of shut everything down with his strength. And I don't know, we'll see what we can do. But here we're going to jump right into the Capital One Cup again, and now we're going against West Brom. So this could be tough. This could be a tough game, and it's just a matter of possession, obviously, what we can do possession wise, and can we keep them out of the back of the net. And then you'll see here some of these little skill games beforehand. I just kind of messed around with a couple. I hadn't really seen them, but some of them are really fun. I would have to say they're really fun. So I just kind of wanted to show for a second there with the circles and hitting it through and everything. So, but we're going to jump in this again against West Brom. You can see right off a kickoff, they're going to get things moving, pass it around. We will get a great steal from Whittingham. He's sending it in, and he's not that fast, but he is able to cut that in, knock it under the keeper with the left foot. So how about that off of kickoff? A little bit of defense, and that will indeed help us a lot. Just a nice little turn in, and we'll stick that in with the left foot. West Brom now in the 6th minute will come down back on our end with some very nice passing. Unfortunately, get right around us, and we're unable to do anything with that as they equalize and one apiece. And that was frustrating right there, just the poor defense that we played. But here, Whittingham's going to send it in. We can't get that one to go with Kenwin there in the middle. But some nice passing here. Fake shot by Kenwin will get a shot off again with the left foot, and that will go in for a 2-1 advantage. So Kenwin now starting to show up and starting to show what he's capable of doing. It was nice to see after the first couple of games of being a little frustrated by him. But here's a nice pass into Pilkington. He will get this shot off, and this also will go in. So, this game not really coming out to be as expected here in the Capital One Cup. A very tough opponent right off the bat for us in West Brom. But we will take the lead right now at 3-1, and that's pretty exciting to see with our little Cardiff City squad. But here again, we're going to send this one in, and we're getting some nice dribbling again from Kenwin inside the box, but we're not able to get that one in. But then we'll kind of, again, on the defense, we're struggling, so we're just kind of running around a little too much and maybe switching off a little too much defensively. But that will bring it to 3-2, so what turned into a comfortable lead has now gone from 3-1 to 3-2. But now I'm like, okay, now it may be time. Let's try out the young speedster. And we will indeed bring in Mamadou Kone and see what we can do. But here we get a little fortunate with the deflection, but a little unfortunate because that was a penalty. And some of these penalty calls now are getting a little out of hand. Tell me how this is a penalty on me. I hit the ball, and the guy runs into me, and that's a penalty. But it is what it is. We need to step up and save it, and we don't. So there goes our 2-goal advantage. And now it is 3-3. So moving ahead now, end of the game, 90th minute. We're going to send one into Coney. Exactly what we have him for. He will get away and tuck it under the keeper for the game winner. How about that, guys? There is our new signing. We bring him in for one reason and one reason only. Is to get away from the defense and score goals. And that's exactly what he does. So that may be a case of, maybe a nice 1-2 punch with him and Kenwin. And I'll let Kenwin do the dirty work, and then we can send in Coney to try to help us out there. But we escaped that game with a much-deserved, I feel, 4-3 victory against West Brom. So that is pretty good victory for us indeed in the Capital One Cup. But that'll do it for this episode, guys. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I will talk to you next time.